Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper here in a pipe rest, and today I am smoking a different pipe you guys don't usually see. See, you thought I was going to say Dr. Grabo Savoy. This is my Rossi Victoria. Believe it or not, I do smoke a different pipe every now and then, and I'm only smoking this because I'm smoking Distinguished Gentleman, by the way. I'm drinking some black licorice tea. I'm only smoking this. I rarely smoke it, but it's a nice little pipe. I usually take it out on the road someplace, if I'm traveling. But I was experimenting yesterday. I had some Lane HGL, which I really like. The problem is it's not very strong, but I don't want to shoot a big lap bomb either, Latakia bomb. So I was experimenting, trying HGL in this pipe. Just to see what it would taste like, and just wasn't strong enough for me. Part of it's because of what I got going on sinus-wise, but so I dumped that out and I put some Distinguished Gentleman in it because that's a staple of mine. But I was just sitting here contemplating some things, and I'm all jacked up, you guys. I got up at 2 this morning for a call for the medical examiner's office. And I ended up not making it back to bed. And then I went to the fire work thinking, well, I'll just put in a couple hours. I'm over all my time anyway this week. I'll come and get a nap. Well, next thing you know, it's lunchtime. And then stuff happens. People call. Finally got back, and I'm like, well, I got 2 hours, and then I got to go to the doctor, so I'll just take a 2-hour nap. Well, then the medical examiner call came back to haunt me with phone calls and everything, people calling me and whatnot. I should have just shut my phone off. But I had family involved, so I didn't want to leave them hanging. So I've had a series of about 15 to 20 minute naps on and off all day today, and now I'm just I think my body's in shock because I should be just exhausted, and I'm not. So I'll go down and have a pipe, talk to the guys. So anyway, one of the things I was pondering, if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me use the term the Michigan draw, and I use it exclusively now. It's not because I think I invented anything or anything, you guys. If you go back to the video, I basically called it the Michigan Draw because I'd never really heard of it. And there was no name to it or anything. So I'm like, we'll just call it Michigan Draw, and it just sticks great. But basically what that is as you're drawing on your pipe, you're letting a little bit of air in around the stem itself. And I've been talking to a couple of guys recently that have been asking me questions about it. And what that does is it cools the smoke. And I know Adam from a Piper Wondering, he's big on those, there's something Magic Inch pipes, I think they are. Same theory, right? They let air in right in here, and it cools the smoke much more, makes more of a pleasurable smoke. I didn't like them because it seemed like it was too airy for me. However, what I have with the Michigan Draw, for me, it just lets just enough air in. Of course, you can adjust it. You just open your mouth a little bit or close it more, depending on the air going in and out. But I've got it now to where I can use the Michigan Draw with the breathe method, which I'm not big on the breathe method. I do it more naturally now than I do as far as concentrating on it. But I do them in conjunction a lot of times, and even when doing the breathe method, when you're breathing back out, a lot of it, smoke doesn't come out around the stem like you think it would. That's how little air I'm letting in. So my thought here is, I would like to get your guys' take on the Michigan Draw. And no, this is not some vain attempt to to advertise the name. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Maybe we should have a contest on what you should call it. But what I would like, if you guys are willing, is to accept the Michigan Draw Challenge. And what that is to smoke anywhere from 3 bowls consecutively, not consecutively in one sitting, but consecutively as in, you know, you have one today, one tomorrow, or whatever your smoking routine is, up to a 10, where you do exclusively the Michigan Draw. And you can do that with or without the breathe method. But I want to know your guys' take on that. The reason why I say that is because I don't know if it's just me. I've had a couple, like I said, a couple of guys have talked to me about it before, and usually what I get is, oh, that's interesting, or I think it's working, but nobody's really said, you know what, that does help, that I can remember. I've talked to a lot of people, but so if you guys are willing to try that, I'd appreciate it. Just, you know, post on there, you know, Michigan Draw Challenge or however you want to put that, but anywhere from 3 bowls to a full 10 consecutively using exclusively the Michigan Draw. I'd like to see what your guys' opinion is, and I think this would be kind of a fun challenge. So, guys, I'm going to keep it short. That's all I got for you tonight. I hope you all are doing well. Until next time, you take care.